Alright, so now we are heading into enemy territory with stage number 7. Now, we're pretty much going to start out with a mini-boss. It seems like it's been doing that a lot lately. This guy is a major pain. I jumped right into it because I was expecting him to do a low shot first. I'm pretty sure he can only be damaged with rocket shots. As you can see, he's really going to speed things up here. So plan your attack. Make sure you know what he's shooting and when. He'll always alternate. And then make sure to watch out when he jumps. He can almost sort of randomly hit you when he does that sometimes. It's a little bit of a pain. Alright, we're doing pretty good here. Maybe... Okay, good, that got him. Now he's going to hit to the middle and sort of explode into different pieces. Stay on the side because those little pieces will hit you. That's very mean, but they will. Now he's going to reform himself. Once you do this, you have to do more rocket shots to hit him. Be a little conservative, though. Yeah, see, I got hit there. I kind of figured I would. That can be a little hard to avoid. I want to try to take him out before he can do it again. Phew, alright, we got him. You can usually avoid that by just walking. Make sure to grab the health here. It's very easy to pass, but you want to get that refill. Phew, alright, I was actually very worried about that boss fight. I usually don't do that well. As you can see, I got hit twice there and almost died. So now we're going to have these mechanical versions of him sort of in the back here. Every time you see a full one, it will jump out at you. 3 normal shots will take care of it. 2 rocket shots also will, which I probably wouldn't recommend. Move a little too fast. They always have a predictable pattern of running towards you and then away from you and then towards you again. So it's not too bad to deal with. Now during this stage, you can actually get knocked back, but it doesn't do anything. You can also do this, which I always enjoyed. Doesn't hit him for any extra damage or anything. Alright, but now we're going to start at the next phase. What I like to do here is stay at the very top and just do this little middle attack. He'll pretty much keep going through this section, and you can destroy any projectiles that he shoots out right there as well. So I like to just keep doing this. This is really the best way to take care of this section. Alright, so that'll, whoa, yeah, you don't want to fall out. Gravity is pulling you back to the left. Now, in this section, pretty much just look for where he's coming in and then do a rocket shot once he gets to the right side. If you don't see him, he can sort of catch you by surprise, and he does do a lot of damage, as you would expect. So, just stay vigilant. And it'll probably only be 1 or 2 more shots. Okay, yep, just 1 more. You can see we took him down, and he falls out the ship to the left, so his plan backfired, and he's the one who got knocked out instead. Alright, so now let's jump into this teleporter, and we are basically in the home stretch of the game right here. We just got a couple more sections to go through. Now these guys are a little bit more annoying than their counterparts just because of the terrain. You kind of have to play it a little bit safe, and these guys also do a lot of damage. I mentioned it before, but they can really mess you up. You know, here you kind of have to wake them up and walk back. It's a little hard to hit them. Alright, that'll take care of them. And just make sure you wait a bit after the 3rd shot, because they kind of take a second to finally explode, and you can't get hit while that's happening. So, alright, into the teleport, and I believe this is the preparation room for the final boss. Yes, it is. Gravity is very low here. As you can see, we can fly very high up. I got some bananas there and some 1-ups. I don't really need any more health recovery, so let's make on through to the next room. Then here, get in the middle, shoot straight up. Straight up again, and we get into the teleporter, and this is going to be the final battle. Yeah, it's not really explained what this thing is, but this is basically like the core of the ship that the big bad guy was flying around. You can see we've already defeated him, so all that's left to do is pretty much destroy this station. Now, his weak spot is obviously that big red antenna thing or whatever. At the top, you pretty much have to go through and rocket it. You can hit him with regular strikes, but it's kind of tough, and if you miss the rocket shot, you get knocked back down and can get some cheap hits. I'm actually doing, yeah, very bad. I was doing so bad, in fact, that he rested for a second. Alright, come on, man. We've been doing so good up to this point. What's going on here? There we go. Oh, really? He changed places. Oh, man, this is... I'm doing terrible. This is like the worst I've ever done at this section. Oh, and it wasn't done. I thought it was done. Okay. Alright, well, took off a little bit, like half of my health there. Now here we pretty much just have to avoid his attacks. They're pretty simple, too. So just keep waiting him out. He's going to do those. Then he's going to shoot at us with some rings here, which is pretty easy to avoid. Shoot him horizontally, diagonally again, and there we go. Alright, now we can actually start damaging. Wait for him to do his attack, avoid whatever he does, then jump up and hit him in the antenna. And we pretty much just repeat this process. He's got just about the same attacks. Now this one's a little bit of a pain, especially when he makes the antenna over there, but we're still fine. Alright, rings again. Just take your time with it. Don't rush too much. You've got a little more time than you think. There we go. Alright, that worked out pretty nicely. Alright, and now the real fight begins, pretty much. Things are going to get fast-paced from here on out. Now, he's going to do these things that he'll always rotate counterclockwise. He's sort of holding out these rings. Basically, just start down here in the corner, jump up, and hit him from above. He will always rotate them counterclockwise, and you'll always be able to do this strategy, because he always starts them out in the same place. So as long as you just maintain this and don't do anything stupid, we can survive here. Wow, okay, he actually moved the antenna on me. I wasn't expecting that, but still alright. Right, now eventually, yeah, he's going to start spawning here. This is where you want to just relentlessly attack. As soon as he solidifies himself, shoot up and to the left and line yourself up. Because as you can see, he's shooting out those rings, which are a giant pain to avoid. If you don't hit him immediately, you'll almost certainly get hit. Hit him enough and eventually he'll explode, the battle will be over. He managed to teleport out just in time as the place around him explodes, go through the opened wall, and to the final section. Now at this point we're basically home free. As you can see, we're escaping out of the shuttle. That was actually the final battle. I know there's more game after it. Alright, so his base explodes, and now we have the final escape sequence. This isn't really a battle, I wouldn't classify it as, because you have no attacks. You basically just have to survive. Survive the 2-ring attacks, then he'll come down at you on whichever side you're on. Avoid the arms, and the cycle will repeat. This is all he's got. It's not too bad if you can get the timing down for that attack. Otherwise, you can get hit. Thankfully, he actually only does 1 heart of damage, which I find a little bit unbelievable, but that's just how it goes. So I like to stay on the side just before he goes down, move over to the side, and you'll avoid that, and then just go kind of back and forth to avoid the arms here. Alright, so up he goes again, and just a couple more times, actually I think maybe just 1 more time, and we'll be home free. Alright, avoided it, and this should be it. Yeah, he's going to fly up out of the screen. You can see things are heating up and shaking a bit because we're entering the atmosphere. He burns up, falls to pieces, and we fall down to safety. And that's going to do it. Gameplay is over at this point. And the credits roll. Yep, so he rescued the princess, he's satisfied that the kingdom is saved. Unfortunately, it seems as though Axel Gear, I think that was his name, it seems that he got away, so without accepting any reward, he flies off, leaving the king and the princess to wave goodbye in search of more adventures. Awesome. So that is Rocket Knight Adventures. It's a really fun game. I don't know if you sort of got the full experience just from watching it. I mean, I would really recommend that you play it through yourself. The controls are generally pretty good. It takes some getting used to. It's a very fast-paced game, as you could tell. I mean, the whole rocket aspect sort of guarantees that, I think, but it's really well made. And I mean, I've played through it like multiple times. I always have a lot of fun with it every time, so there we go. Ooh, the Ultra program. Wow, I don't know what you have to do to get a title like that, huh? So yeah, oh yeah, and the music. I didn't really comment on it too much. I usually talk about the music quite a lot during games, but I guess I was just like so focused on the gameplay, I only mentioned it a couple key points. Overall, the music in this game is very well done. I mean, that's one of the first things I picked up on the first time I played this game. It's usually very, I mean, it suits the atmosphere really well. And some of the tunes, like when we were inside of the enemy fortress base or whatever, and they have like the jazzy one with the keyboard solo, I still love that track. I mean, I would just listen to that thing by itself without even playing the game, so. So yeah, and the concept actually is pretty unique too. I mean, how many times can you really say that we've played the game and your main character was an opossum knight with a rocket on his back? I mean, come on, that's really cool. You gotta admit, so. Alright, if I remember, there was the produce. Apparently that person went out to the supermarket and got produce for all the people who worked there. But, let's see, I was going to say something, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, I don't think the credits are pretty long. I'm pretty sure this should actually be it. As opposed to a certain other Genesis game I remember playing, you know, Dynamite Headdy. Oh, man, the credits were so long in that game, and this is so short. And this is how you do credits right. You know, it's quick, it's easy. Try hard mode. No, thank you. Why don't you try hard mode and see how much you like it? So there you go, that's the ending. Nothing special. I mean, no bonuses. It doesn't even tally up your score at the end of it, so, I mean, I don't know what the whole mechanic was there for, but alright, yep, that's gonna do it. Congratulations. So, we've beat the game. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. Again, if you're into sort of the old school platforming, this is a really good one to pick up, so that's my recommendation for you. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys later.